Yo, where in the world is Jara right now? I'm in Mount Rapallo, New Zealand. Woo! G'day guys, it's Jara here. And today, I'm sitting awkwardly as hell. But today, we are filming a video on a different camera, in a different country, on a different continent. Today we're filming the girl tag, I believe it is. I have no idea what it's called. I just have a bunch of questions on my iPod and I'm going to answer them. It is simple as that. First one is, what's one thing that happened to you that made you a stronger person? I think when I was younger and still now, I didn't understand sarcasm very well, and my family, and jokes as well. My family would always say jokes, and you know, as you would do when you're kids, and say jokes and stuff like that. But I didn't realize they were jokes, so I took them quite seriously, and that made me a stronger person. And I was always the rock in the group of my friends. I was always the one that if you needed help, people would come to you and kind of just be there, and you would be there for them and just trying to show any physical emotions and just kind of support them in any way they needed it. So I was that person in the group. So what made me stronger is just everyday life. What's one thing that happened to you in your life that made you feel weak? I think one thing that made me feel weak was seeing the things that people say, like, oh, women can't do this, or girls can't do that. It's like, well, hold on. Girls can do this. And, like, finding out that I have SLD and dyslexia, that kind of hit me a little bit. It was like, whoa, maybe I am weak. But then I was like, well, no, I'm not weak. I'm actually a strong person. I just need to learn how to use those tools that I have, that I now know, and use it in the right way. The next question is, where is one place you most feel like yourself? I want to say home. Home, I feel like I can be myself the most, because at school, I'm not myself. When I'm with my friends, I'm not myself. When I'm, you know, at St. John's, I'm not myself. When I'm at dance, I'm not myself. I'm a different person, depending on who I'm with and what I'm doing. At home, I feel like I can be myself the most. What is your favorite place to escape to? I don't have a favorite place I like to escape to, because there isn't a particular place. I guess the pool is one, because I can just put my head underwater and ignore everyone. Another thing as well is music is my escape. Music just helps me escape everything. Who do you think has the largest influence on the person you are today? Definitely my parents. They're a huge influence on my life. And it's great because, you know, they're such lovely parents and I love them to death. And they're, you know, have big influences on me. As well as like other people as well. Like my friends and stuff like that, and like YouTubers I watch, but my parents are definitely the biggest influence on my life. If you could change one thing about yourself, what would it be? Probably that my nails are hella flimsy. I've never cut my nails in my life because they just, and I haven't bitten my nails in a while, but they just are so paper thin. So that would be one thing. If you had one day to live, what would you do first? That's hard. I'd probably make a video to say thank you to all of my friends who've helped me along the way, to my family, and I would just kind of spurt it all out. And I guess I would just, I don't know, I really don't know what I would do if I had one day to live. I would do all the exciting things, jump out of an airplane and kiss someone, I guess, because I've never kissed anyone in my life. That obviously isn't part of my family. What decade do you feel like you most belong in? I don't know, to be honest, because I feel like I am an old soul in a new body. But I guess the year 2000, like that little area, which is the year I was born in, but if I had to do when I wasn't, probably like the 1920s. Who are you closest to in your family? Well, my parents. And this is why. Because they're always there for me and I talk to them a lot. I'm close to my mum because we chat a lot and we get through it. And I'm close with my dad because we have things in common. Like a lot more things in common. What is the one person in this world that knows you best? I guess myself. If I don't know myself, then it's kind of challenging. And that's what I'm trying to do. I'm trying to learn more and more about myself every day. What is your favorite quality about your best friend? I love the way she can make me laugh. She makes me feel safe, but still on edge. And she's just such a lovely person, and I love hanging out with her because she's so sweet and kind and a bit demonic, but it's still really cool. When you were younger, what did you think you were going to be when you grew up? So when I was younger, I thought I would be a forensics anthropologist, and then I thought I was going to be a swimming teacher. Now I'm thinking just teacher, but I don't know yet. If you could identify yourself with one fictional character, who would it be? So from an anime, it would be the main girl character in Fruit Basket. I don't remember her name though. Book. The character I relate to the most in a book. I don't know actually, that's kind of hard. I guess the one right now I'm reading, which is Lord of Shadows, The Dark Artifacts, I would relate to Kit the most, I think. Do you easily accept compliments? No. Do you hate compliments? I don't hate them. I find it a bit weird accepting them because I'm not used to it. Is your favorite the next question is, what is your favorite physical attribute about yourself? I guess my favorite physical attribute, I'm not exactly sure what it means, but I think it's like my favorite physical thing about myself is the ability that I look welcoming enough that people will talk to me. Like I don't look too scary, I guess. What is your favorite non-physical attribute about yourself? I think my favorite non-physical attribute about myself is that I can deal with other people's stresses and help solve them. Do you believe in love at first sight? Hell yeah. Love at first sight is a beautiful thing. I believe in it. Do you believe in soulmates? Yeah. I mean, why not? How seriously do you take your horoscope? I don't take it seriously at all. Have you ever been in love? Yes. And how many times? Once. But that was in grade 4. It was ages ago. And he probably doesn't even remember me. What made you fall in love with someone? The way they are personally. Not their looks, but just by their actions. What does vulnerability mean to you? What has the ability to make you vulnerable? That is an interesting question. What does vulnerability mean to you? What it means to me is that you're willing. Vulnerability means to me is that you're willing enough to let down your guard and show your emotions. And what has the ability to make you vulnerable? I guess being comfortable enough with you to be able to show an emotion that I'm afraid to show you. What's one thing that you're scared to ask a man but really want to? Probably why as a teenager do you act like you're like, because I know teenage boys, two of them in particular act like they're like some gangsters and thinking that they run the place, and I'm like, well, why do you think you have the right to act like an idiot? You know, or act like a drug lord. If you're a man for a day, what would be the first thing you do? Not wear a shirt. Because with girls, you can, if you don't wear a shirt, you have to wear a bra. And if you don't wear a bra and you walk around the house like that, people will be disowning you. But if you're a guy, it makes no goddamn difference. You can walk around without a shirt and with track pants and still look hella fine and not get told off. But probably just not wear a shirt and I don't know, just see what it's like to be a man. Like what are the needs different? Are the just attributes different? Just what is it like just in general? What do you find most attractive about each sex? I find most attractive about women is that they're powerful and strong and independent, but they can be vulnerable too. And what I find attractive about men is that they're not afraid to be strong and brave, but they can also be quiet, comforting and soft and kind and sweet and adorable. They can be anything and everything. What's one thing you'd love to learn more about? I would love to learn more about the world and just why we do certain things, and I would just love to learn. Learn and learn. I'd love to learn more about YouTubing and ask YouTubers questions about, well, why do you do this, or what software do you use? Do you actually look at the analytics and all of this stuff? I'd love to learn more and the things I do. What is something you've never done before that you've always wanted to do? Always wanted to go scuba diving in the Great Barrier Reef. Why haven't you done it yet? I just haven't yet. I want to, and I need to take classes in it, so that's a bit difficult, but I would really love to do it one day. If money didn't matter, what would your dream job be? My dream job. First I was to get a job, but if money didn't matter, my dream job would to be a teacher. Because being able to mold a child's mind and create and just help them is something that I really want to do. I really want to shape the future, and I can do that through kids. If you had off from work today, what would you do? So I'm on holiday while filming this, but if I had a day of school, I'd catch up on all my schoolwork. But if, let's say I had no school, like all my schoolwork was done and whatnot, I'd catch up on all my sleep. What was the last thing that made you cry? I cried really happily for the first time in a while when I was with my family, because they were just acting like total idiots and it made me really happy. And they were just saying things and jokes and it made me really happy. What was the last thing that made you laugh? Again, being with my family and whatnot. What is your favourite memory? All my memories are my favourite because they've shaped me to be who I am today. But I think a memory that's going to be made soon is going to be my favourite. What's the last thing that really embarrassed you? I don't really do embarrassing things. I mean, pick a video. Probably one of those. What is your biggest fear? My biggest fear is failing at life. I get one shot. It's a lot to do. Do you have any regrets, and what's your biggest one? I don't think I have any regrets. I've done the things I wanted to do and I'm proud of the way I did it. I guess one of them would be not standing up for myself. Have you ever broken a law? If you haven't, what is the one you'd love to break? I have broken no laws and I don't intend on breaking any at all. What is the craziest thing you've ever done? The craziest thing I've ever done is probably plan a trip to go to Japan with my friend. Would you have a conversation with a stranger? I mean, I have, but I wouldn't start it. Would you tell a stranger they have toilet paper hanging from their shoe, or their dress tucked into their uniform, into their underwear, or anything else? Yes. What's your favourite joke? I don't like jokes that much. Are you a dog person or a cat person? I'm an animal person. I love all animals, but if I had to personally buy/adopt an animal, it would be a dog. If you could be any animal, what would you be? Hands down, polar bear. I freaking love a polar bears. What's one show, movie, or book you're embarrassed to admit you enjoy? Show, movie. I just admit that I guess I'm not semi-embarrassed, but that I love Korean drama. It's so cool. How do you think your parents would describe you as a child? Weird as hell. Well, I just went to ask my parents and they said I was a quiet, calm, relaxed child. Yeah, I can see that. If you could go back to any age or time of your life, what age would you want to be? I don't know. Probably this age that I am at, because I'm probably the fittest I've ever been in my life, and probably the most independent and strong that I have been in my life. What's something you believe in that not everyone else does? That's hard, because a lot of people believe in a lot of things. Like, I believe that spirits are real, but ghosts aren't. That good and evil should be kept balanced, and one shouldn't conquer another. I believe that you should have your own opinion, but you shouldn't judge people if you haven't seen/read or done the thing they're talking about. What's one thing you would say that makes you unique from other people? I guess that I'm a 16-year-old girl who would rather be covered in mud than wear makeup. And I love sports, but I'm terrible at them. What makes me? That I'm a strong, independent person, but I rely on people. And I make YouTube videos, and I love them to death. And what's one thing you feel your life is missing? I feel like what's missing in my life is, and it's gonna sound really horrible, but having a significant other, like having a boyfriend. Because I don't know what it's like, and people have always teased me since I was in year 4. So having that knowledge of what it's like, and having someone to kind of be there when you need them to, and kind of hug them and hold them and love them, and I don't know. Also a puppy. I want a puppy. I want a dog. I want a big dog. A big dog. That would be good. Yeah, I got a snack, by the way. Focaccia bread is my favorite bread. It's just so good. Boom. Anyway guys, thank you guys so much for watching this video, and if you liked it, let me know in the comments below and tell me what your answers were in the comment section. Anyway, Gerard says, in the next video, sarcasm out, the curtain's falling, and let's bring it in for a very sarcastic hug. Bye bye. And yes, the curtain was falling, and this is the view. It's hard to see because the window was fogged, but hold on. Well, I just went to ask my parents and they said I was a quiet, calm, relaxed child. Yeah, I can see that. If you could go back to any age or time of your life, what age would you want to be? I don't know. Probably this age that I am at, because I'm probably the fittest I've ever been in my life, and probably the most independent and strong that I have been in my life. What's something you believe in that not everyone else does? That's hard because a lot of people believe in a lot of things. Like, I believe that spirits are real but ghosts aren't. That good and evil should be kept balanced and one shouldn't conquer another. I believe that you should have your own opinion, but you shouldn't judge people if you haven't seen / read or done the thing they're talking about. What's one thing you would say that makes you unique from other people? I guess that I'm a 16-year-old girl who would rather be covered in mud than wear makeup. And I love sports, but I'm terrible at them. What makes me unique? That I'm a strong, independent person, but I rely on people. And I make YouTube videos, and I love them to death. And what's one thing you feel your life is missing? I feel like what's missing in my life is, and it's gonna sound really horrible, but having a significant other, like having a boyfriend. Because I don't know what it's like, and people have always teased me since I was in year 4. So having that like knowledge of what it's like and having someone to kind of be there when you need them to, and kind of hug them and hold them and love them, and I don't know. Also a puppy. I want a puppy. I want a dog. I want a big dog. A big dog. That would be good. Yeah, I got a snack, by the way. Focaccia bread is my favorite bread. It's just so good. Boom. Anyway guys, thank you guys so much for watching this video. And if you liked it, let me know in the comments below and tell me what your answers were in the comment section. Anyway, Gerard says, in the next video, sarcasm out, the curtain's falling, and let's bring it in for a very disgusting hug. Bye bye. And yes, the curtain was falling, and this is the view. It's hard to see because the window is fogged, but hold on. Go to SarcasmXD Extra to see the vlog so you can see a better version of it. Go to SarcasmXD Extra to see the vlog so you can see a better version of it.